Marijuana Doctors proudly presents WeedWatch, your weekly dose of cannabis news. Our top stories this week: legislation allowing medical marijuana use by people on probation or parole in Colorado has been signed into law by Governor John Hickenlooper. Colorado has allowed medical marijuana use for 15 years, but not by people on probation or parole. The bill, signed into law Friday, changes that policy so that those with permission to use marijuana for medical purposes won't be charged with violating parole or probation. Meanwhile, a former Drug Enforcement Administration special agent who spent 6 years as the DEA's marijuana coordinator in Miami and New Mexico is now speaking out in favor of legislation that would create a full-fledged recreational marijuana program in Arizona. After years of fighting the war on drugs, Finn Salander is singing a different tune, pointing out that harsh cannabis penalties are actually ruining lives, and that by legalizing you would be targeting the primary source of revenue of drug cartels are all good reasons to legalize. Earlier this week, Jamaica's Justice Minister firmed a cannabis plant into the soil at the University of the West Indies Mona campus last Monday in a ceremonial planting. It was the first ganja seedling to be legally planted in the country following the passage of the Dangerous Drugs Act of 2015, which legalizes the production of medical marijuana. The university has been granted permission by the government to cultivate the drug for research and to set the pace for the development of legal cannabis industry. Finally, in a surprise move, Puerto Rico's governor Alejandro Garcia Padilla signed an executive order legalizing the use of medical marijuana in the U.S. territory. The order, which was heavily debated in Puerto Rico since 2013 but never put to a public vote, went into immediate effect. This Caribbean island joins 23 other U.S. states in decriminalizing medical marijuana. And that's it for your weekly dose of cannabis news. Tune in next week for more WeedWatch.